Miss East was phenomenal when I was here as an AP 8 years ago, and she is still phenomenal now. She goes above and beyond regular classroom teaching, whether it's 4-H or Eco Bowl, Science Olympiad. She's an executive director of the Georgia Science Teachers Association. She presents at the national level, and that's all just outside of the classroom. But in the classroom, she makes learning fun and engaging for all of the students. And you can tell, based on all of her experience with 4-H and Eco Bowl and whatnot, she really tries to bring in project-based learning all the time. I think she will single-handedly be one of the main reasons why we will be STEAM certified in a few years.
My name is Miss Kristina Istre, and I am a 7th grade life science teacher at A.R. Johnson, and I am proud to be one of the top 6 teachers of the year for Richmond County School System. What inspired me to be an educator actually started when I was little bitty. When I was a little kid, my twin sister and I, we used to go on our porch and we would have an old diaper bag, and we would put worksheets in it from our teacher that she didn't want, she threw out. We would put them in a duffel bag or in the diaper bag, and we would have all the neighborhood kids come over and we would teach them. And we just loved it. We always had to be the teacher. We were never the student, but we always taught them, and it was just so much fun. And then later on, my grandmother, she was a teacher, and she was fantastic. She was a gifted teacher, and she actually became involved in NASA, and she was one of the finalists for the Teacher in Space. And when she got the opportunity to possibly go to space, I thought it was amazing. And that was something that I said, oh my gosh, that is just amazing that a teacher could possibly do that. That's something I want to do. And since then, I've been hooked. I've always wanted to be a teacher. Even though I've been teaching 28 years, I try to always make it different. I go to conferences, professional learnings, apply for grants so that I can get some new materials. And I'm just constantly trying to talk to other educators around the state and even in the country and find new methods so that I can improve my teaching constantly and change up the activities. I don't want it to become stale.
Miss East makes learning fun by hands-on activity and doing multiple stuff. The thing she does will be different every single day. And when I walked into this classroom in 7th grade, I was like, boy, what do we have today? Because she goes above and beyond for everything she does, down from activities to her teaching. She does more than a teacher has to do. She will show her pride in everything too. Everything that we done, I wish I could go back to 6th and 7th grade when she supported me and do it all again just for the thrill of it.
When they leave my classroom, I want them to have a love of science. Sometimes they're scared of science, and I want them to know that science isn't scary. They can learn. Everybody has the opportunity to learn. And I want them also to have confidence that everything is possible in life. You can go on to so many great things, and I want them to come back to me years later and tell me all the great things that they're doing. So confidence and love of science.
I think Miss East should receive a Lifetime Achievement Award in Richmond County Schools for all that she has done for Richmond County students. She has brought in grant money. She's won so many different competitions on her own, and she has just done so much to challenge students and to challenge teachers to be better at what they do. If you could go back and look at all of the awards that woman has won and that her students have won, I don't know any other educator in the state of Georgia that has as many awards, grants, trophies, medals as that woman does.
I think what makes her special is her determination, and she loves her job. That's what I think makes her different from all the other teachers, that she loves working here and she expresses herself while working. It's never a day where I didn't remember her being happy to come to work, ever. Like, she was always happy, energetic, and enthusiastic.
I believe that hands-on activity is essential. You have to keep the students engaged. There's so many different learning styles that I want to constantly change it up. If the students are bored, then I know they're not going to be learning. I want them to be engaged and passionate. I want them to enjoy this class. I want them to say, this was the best day, and oh, this class went so fast. That's my goal. And Miss Frizzle is my hero, Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus, if you're not a science person. She always says, take chances, make mistakes, get messy. It's okay. And that's my philosophy.